Welcome. This is Lori Leiker. I'm managing partner here at Search and Convert. Thank you for joining us today. We've got a really interesting topic, Facebook ads. How do you know whether or not this is something that you need to do for your business? Let's watch. Since 2007, when Facebook ads rolled out, it's created this space for new and established companies to reach out and really touch their audiences, drive traffic to their site, and rack up impressions. Social media now has 2.91 million active users each month. So that's a lot of people to really get a hold of. But the bigger question is, do Facebook ads work? We've got with us today Aaron Sprengler, who is our social media manager here at Search and Convert. Welcome, Aaron.
Hey, Lori, how's it going? Thanks for having me.
Great. So the bigger question is, do Facebook ads work?
Short answer, yes. Facebook ads very much do work. They're an integral part of your social media strategy. I think as you hinted to, a big part of Facebook's push is Facebook ads. Since 2007, they've doubled down, tripled down. Their whole system is based on ads. Unfortunately, gone are the days of organic, truly organic growth. Obviously, there's tips and tricks you can do to help boost your organic movements through Facebook and social media. But anymore, if you really want to create a splash and you really want to reach your audiences, paid ads are the name of the game.
What is included now that Facebook has changed its name to Meta? Now there's a business suite that goes along with that for businesses who want to advertise. What's included in that?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it is just kind of rollover from Facebook Business. So you're going to see a lot of the same tools, even if you're not familiar with those. But I mean, now the biggest thing is the reach between Facebook and Instagram. I mean, that was a big part of it before too. But now with Meta, I mean, they're always changing their interfaces. They're always making more tools. A lot of it is based in that business suite. It can be kind of hard to navigate for some businesses. So if you are planning on diving in, I recommend just taking a lot of time to be able to find out where everything is, make sure your payments, pixels, all that is set up properly. It's kind of broken down into, you have the Meta Business Suite, and then you also have the Ads Manager. And then throughout those, there's a number of tools you can use. Yeah, so it's a great resource, but like I said, it can be a little intensive, especially if you're not familiar with using even Facebook Business. So to those businesses out there, definitely take time to look through that thoroughly.
One of the unusual things about Facebook ads is that they operate on an auction system. How does that work?
Yeah, so Facebook, you can do manual placements, which if you have certain audiences that you want to make sure sees your ads, you can obviously boost your ad buys for those specific audiences. A lot of the times though, I personally use automatic placements for those bids. Using the algorithm, I'm letting Facebook bid to whoever they think, most should see them the most. A big part of that is kind of, if you are doing automatic placements, make sure your audiences that you are using for your campaigns are well thought out.
So along with that, you do have to set some campaign goals, things like awareness, consideration, or conversion. What do those mean?
Yeah, I mean, Facebook, basically, it depends on what your goals are as a business. I mean, Facebook on their campaign objectives breaks it down into three main categories: awareness, consideration, and conversions. In awareness tabs, you'll see brand awareness. So basically getting your name out there, getting your brand in front of more people, and just overall reach. So making sure your posts or your ads get seen by the most people possible. Under the consideration, you're going to see like traffic, engagement, app installs, video views, lead generations, those kind of middle of the funnel. And then for conversions is the last. You're going to see obviously conversions, catalog sales, and then just general store traffic. So it depends where your personal or your business goals are and where that falls in the funnel, who you're trying to attract.
How do you figure out how much to spend? That always confuses me.
Yeah, I mean, I personally like to start lower and just kind of see how the ads are doing. Obviously, it depends business to business, whatever your ad budgets are. Facebook will make sure that gets allocated correctly, or they claim at least. So personally, I like to start smaller budgets, see how those ads are doing. A/B testing is really good too, splitting the budget between multiple ads, seeing what performs well, what doesn't. And like I said, all those are going to be based on your own personal goals. If it's, cost per clicks you're looking for, if it's overall views, whatever those are, make sure you're keeping an eye on those reports.
We talked a little bit earlier about audiences. How do you set up an audience and make sure that it's getting to the people you want?
Yeah, Facebook has a lot of great tools to set up your audiences. The most important, I mean, making sure your pixels are set up on your website and you're attracting, either previous customers, previous viewers, or lookalike audiences is a great tool that Facebook has. So they basically take the data of visitors to your site and create just that lookalike audience of people who match similar descriptions of people who have visited your site who you have not yet attracted. So within that lookalike audience, you can also set different parameters, saying you have to be interested in XYZ and you can't be interested in, ABC. So using those lookalike audiences, having your pixel set up is important.
What about content? You and I are both writers. Content to me is the main thing that you've got to look out for.
Yep. I mean, content is king, even in the world of paid ads. Keeping copy short, keeping video ads short, keeping images relevant. I mean, it seems basic housekeeping, but you'd be surprised at how many instances there are of poor practices. So like I said, I mean, short and sweet. I mean, you don't have much time if you're even able to capture, someone doom scrolling. You need to get their attention quick and you need to get your message out efficiently. So, I mean, yeah, a lot of that is, I like to do A/B testing, especially if I'm working with two different kinds of copy or even just two slightly altered images. Yeah, just to see what works.
Awesome. So what's the big picture takeaway?
Big picture takeaway, if you want to gain traction on social media and you want to have conversions through social media, you got to pay to play. I mean, it's a bottomless pit, but it's necessary. You gotta pay to play.
That's awesome. Well, thank you, Aaron, very much for joining us today.
Yeah,
Any
thank you, Lori.
last thoughts about Facebook ads?
I mean, just kind of reiterating, make sure you have your pixel set up, make sure your audiences are on point, and content is king. So make sure you're taking time to create those ads and create engaging things that people want to see.
And of course, if people don't want to do that themselves, there's always us at Search and Convert. Thank you very much, Aaron. Thanks once again for joining us. I'm Lori Leiker, Managing Partner at Search and Convert. If you need help with your website, attracting more customers, or with your social media, or with your content, please let us know. We're more than happy to help. Thank you very much for joining us.